might be wondering why I actually got the KTM RC8R. It's actually a bike which is not even being sold these days. In fact, it went out of production in 2015. That is the reason why it makes for a very good, rare superbike. And in fact, it has so much going for it in terms of the legacy that it has, especially creating a whole new generation of people, young riders who can actually go out there and race on a motorcycle which they can actually afford. So the whole RC series has been basically inspired by the RC8. Even the lines, the way it behaves, and of course, its purpose to go around the track. In fact, RC means race competition. It's rare, it's beautiful, it's got a history. I mean, there are only around 6 such bikes available in India. It's the biggest influencer in the world of machines because it has actually influenced KTM and the series which has been derived out of the smaller RC series. I have not yet ridden the RC8 on the track, but I have ridden this quite a lot in Europe in 2011. And I took that bike out of the Mattighofen KTM factory headquarters, and I took it to few beautiful mountain passes. And back then I didn't used to do videos, so you can see all these beautiful photos that I clicked. The trip actually still gives me goosebumps. When I saw the RC8R for the first time, it was one of the most beautiful, stunning motorcycles I had seen. It's very difficult to find a place where there are no corners. I mean, it is very edgy, very industrial, very futuristic. Even now, after so many years, it can still stand there with the latest superbikes and can still hold its own. I don't know how much I will be able to ride it. Definitely, I'm not going to ride it too much on the road. But yes, on the track, I can't wait for it. It's very raw. It's not got any kind of electronics aid. No ABS, no traction control, nothing. You actually have to be in your senses. You have to be a good rider if you want to cope up with the raw power it has. And it can throw you off if you don't. This is actually already a collector's edition, although I'm not a collector. And whoever, is looking to actually make a collection in their garage or a museum, the RC8R has to be there in their collection. I mean, there is no doubt about that. Especially because the last RC8R was produced 7 years ago. So this one has done 3,000 kilometers only. It actually really does not need any work except the tires. And there are other nifty things, going on for this. Like, the compression ratio, of course, it's got a insane compression ratio of 13.1 or 13.5, I think, which is quite a lot. And there are other things, which are still not there in many superbikes, like adjustable subframes. You can actually change the rider position. And I wanted this bike for a very long time. And it will look good anywhere, on the track, on the road, and like I said, in a museum. Now let's talk about the color scheme. Now here, the original color scheme of the RC8R is beautiful. One of the reasons why I actually go ahead and I experiment with colors is because I'm a visual artist. I don't give too much time. Open Photoshop, change the colors and put some graphics. And then I give it to my person and he does the wrapping. I do it because I just want to give it a different identity, different look, a fresh look, which is more me. It's very difficult to impress everyone with the same color scheme. Orange and blue is there on this because the new RC390, when it will come, has a similar sort of color scheme. So I thought that is a great way of bridging the gap. And in fact, the RC390, the new one, when it comes out, it's got tons more electronics and features than its daddy here. And that is what it's about, the circle of life. The newer generation is more equipped. The newer generation is always smarter and faster. So if an RC8R comes today with all those electronics, in fact, the RC8C is there, if I'm not wrong. It's a track-only bike, and I don't think we'll see that in India anytime soon. So that is of course like completely based off their MotoGP bike, but this one being a road bike so rare, I thought that let's get it into the garage. I could actually figure out one of these bikes. You know, it's so rare. Like imagine in a country like India, so big, and overall I think only 1700 bikes were produced. So it's a limited edition bike. It was a limited edition bike, and if I remember correctly, my ride in Europe, it was real fun. A lot of corners, and here I'm going to take it on the track. I'm going to take it easy. I don't want to drop the bike. There are always chances because the spares, the bodywork is not exactly easy to find. I hope that I really enjoy on the track, and I'm really looking forward to the new RC390, by the way. So let's see when that comes out. So that's it, signing off. Till then, take care and ride safe.